Right, shall we get going? So I read the other day something that said, don't sell coffee, but sell the boost. And this works perfectly for today's session. So I'm not here to sell you the NHS app, but I'm here to tell you the boost that it can give you all by making your work lives easier, by supporting and encouraging citizens to use the NHS app. I must say, we say citizens at HealthWave. And as I talk, sometimes you might hear me say patients, but we're just talking about everybody, just everybody as a collective. We're going to talk about a number of the benefits of different sections of the app, and then hope to fill you all with the knowledge to go back and spread the word. The NHS app was actually one of the most downloaded apps in the UK last year, and with 30 million plus registrations, it's actually not that far behind WhatsApp. Now, with the registration process, we're unfortunately unable to show you a dummy account when I'm showing you some of the things on the app. So just to make everybody aware, is a simple like login registration page where people put in their full name, their address, telephone number, email, etc. And people don't actually need their NHS number to register. As long as you've got enough information for it to pull through, then it will do that for you. So the first section we'll show you is the scheduling appointments feature. Now, one big asterisk with this section is that the practices or surgeries need to actually have this turned on. They have the ability to do this, so and request to do this, and a lot don't do it. So it's an incredible feature that if they can get this rolling out, it will make so much easier for people to request and book appointments. But I will show you how for the ones that do have it, and hopefully as time goes on, there'll be more and more practices that sort of have this feature raring to go. So simply from the NHS app homepage for this, you just click the calendar icon at the bottom. And then from there, you can see the appointments tab, GP surgery appointments, but it also has hospital and other appointments that go onto there as well. And then simply book an appointment. But as you can see there at the bottom, there's also past appointments and the option to be able to give feedback as well. For this example, there's no appointments available online at this time. So what are the benefits of scheduling appointments? It's quick and easy. So you so much time saving by instead of filling out a massive form or sitting on a phone queue for ages. You can update appointments, so the ability to amend appointments or even cancel appointments that you're unable to attend. You can provide feedback. This is a great opportunity to let doctors know how you've got on or how your dealings at the practice. And this one speaks for itself, and less phone queuing. Nobody wants to be sitting on that phone. We're on a lunch break now. Imagine if you had to spend your whole lunch breaks just sat on the phone to the doctors. Nobody wants that.
No, I agree, Dan. It saved me loads of time. It works on my app amazingly well. I just saved so much time. My booking appointments for me, all my kids as well. So it's a real time saver for me and the GP. So it's brilliant.
Yeah, perfect, mate. So our second section is accessing your GP health record. So for this one, this is really simple. So we just have to put the quality definition for each video each time it resets. There's nothing we can do about that. So yeah, you just simply from the homepage here, you're just selecting view your GP health record. That's what it says on the tin. Now, when you go into that, it does just make you aware that you're about to look at some really personal information. So it's just making you aware that be wary of your surroundings and what you've got going on, so people aren't peering over your shoulder to find out sensitive information. And then from there, you'll have your list of all your allergies, reactions, medicines you've had, test results, consultation and events, all your history of that as well. Now, what are the benefits of being able to view your GP health record? Again, it saves time, so it will save the patient time for checking things like previous medications that they may have been on. It saves the doctor time. We all know that everyone rarely gets to see the same doctor nowadays. So with this, it just means that you can come loaded with the information as well about your previous medical history. And the one I like here is being able to see any procedure. It's good to know when you last had something done. For instance, you might have had an operation and you can't give blood for 12 months, or there's, you may have had a blood transfusion and you can't have a tattoo for X amount of time. So it's always good then to just be able to go back, check when you had the procedure, and know when you're good to have something done again.
Yeah, no, I agree, Dan. Yeah, definitely. I think to have that much information literally in the palm of your hand is so amazing, so powerful as well. And like, it helps me as well, going back to my kids again about being a dad board, that obviously it helps with my linked accounts as well, which I think you're going to cover off later on, aren't you? So
Yeah, brilliant. Order and repeat prescriptions. I know you shouldn't have favoritisms on things, but to me, this is the biggest time saver for both chemists and doctor surgeries or hospitals. But the only phone call. Don't know.
I'm home and the door is open.
I know someone just wants to pop mute on there.
Sorry, I'm attending.
hang on, if everyone set that on mute, hang on.
Thank you. All good?
Yeah, all good. Go on.
And then, so just before you press play on that one next, so yeah, just going back there a second, yeah. So this one's a real time saver, repeat prescriptions. It can make such difference to waiting in phone queues to the doctor surgery, the hospital, or even the chemist. With repeat prescriptions, the only phone call you have to make is to your practice to inform them of your chosen pharmacy to have repeat prescriptions sent to. And then a patient can simply select their medication they'd like to order. And once the request has been made, the prescription will be ready within 48 hours. So it's a really handy feature. So with this for repeat prescriptions, again, nice and simple, order a repeat prescription on the homepage. And then from there, you can see order a prescription. You'll also notice your nominated pharmacy there. So yeah, that's obviously will show you the pharmacy you have chosen. But if you obviously choose another one, you're able to change that as well. This bit I always find quite funny because you've got a repeat prescription and non-repeat prescription. The non-repeat prescription isn't a feature because if you have a non-repeat prescription, it's just handed to you at your appointment. So nobody knows really why that's on there. Yeah, it's just the repeat prescription section. And then you have the address and the opening times of your chosen chemist. And then you can select or deselect your what you want from your prescription. So if there's something that you don't need that time, you can obviously just deselect it. And you can also add notes to your GP surgery. Maybe you're being given too much, not enough. Maybe, the pack size is too big for your medication. So again, you can just leave notes, all saving phone calls. You're able to check your prescription details before you order as well to check it over. And then a part of this that I do really like is once it's been ordered, tells you about the dosages and how often you need to take something. So you don't necessarily have to take out your big box of medication with you on a day trip or whatever. You could still just take your little blister pack or a little bottle of medicine and then just check on the app when you require to take it. So what are the benefits of repeat prescriptions? One phone call, just one simple phone call to get it set up. You can change your pharmacy. So if you move workplace, you move a house or anything like that, or town, city, you're able to just do that. And you can add notes, as I've mentioned, just to be able to make the doctor surgery aware. And yet again, like most of the things on this NHS app, by using it, it's going to save you time.
Yeah, like you said, save so much time. I mean, my local pharmacy is linked to my local supermarket, Sainsbury's. Other supermarkets are available, so I can literally do my weekly shop, pick my prescription at the same time. It's just so easy, so quick, and saves me so much effort. Yeah,
and the key being there is that having that nominated pharmacy added. So what other languages are used in the NHS app? This is the biggest bugbearer going, and this is a massive call to action to everybody. Tell them, write to the NHS app, make suggestions, because at the moment it's not in any other languages, which blows my mind considering we're in such a diverse country. Yeah, I personally can't get my head around it. So if we are calling to all of you to get more, to push the NHS app developers to be able to put this into other languages. What we're doing at Healthwave to try and get ahead of all this whilst we're waiting on further developments is we're working with a community group in Wolverhampton called First Initiative, and we are in the process of getting some of our bite-sized videos on features around the NHS app, and we're actually going to be getting those translated into other languages. So yeah, watch this space, and we'll be able to share those with people throughout. But ideally, in the future, we'd love obviously the app to be able to run in different languages as well. So all your family's health records in one place. You might have heard this as proxy access or link profiles, but it's theoretically just having all the family's records in one place. It's just, again, one phone call to the GP to set this up. Once that has been set up, you simply just select linked profiles from the home screen. And then from there, you can see the, we've had to blur this out, but see the linked profiles. And then you just switch to their profile. So then you're acting on their behalf, and then you can replicate what you need to do for that person. So this is obviously great if you've got children or maybe like elderly relatives that you support as well. And the benefits of this: being able to manage your family's health records, as we mentioned. You can organise your children's appointments or prescriptions, as well as, like I say, elderly family members. And yeah, again, it's going to save you time, because if you were just using the app for yourself, but then having to make phone calls for your kids, you're still doing just as much work. So yeah, the ability to just use the app as a one-stop shop.
Yeah, I find this mega helpful as well. One thing I didn't realise, Dan, is the NHS consider a 13-year-old to be an adult. So if you do want to link a child who's over the age of 13, you have to get their consent prior to that being done.
Yeah, no, that's really important. So yeah, you would need your child with you if they're over 13, just to get them to accept. And last but not least, the Health A to Z. This is the most trusted health source, I'm going to say, on the planet, let alone the country, because it's the NHS encyclopedia. It beats Googling and being given any misinformation. So for this one, just really nice and simple again. You just click the stethoscope in the bottom left corner. Then you click search conditions and treatments. And then you just have a huge, when it loads, oh, sorry, you do have to, just scroll down off the cookies. And then you do have, just this huge Health A to Z. Now, for this example, we've chosen acid and chemical burns. Again, this is just for an example. And for this, it's obviously saying get immediate first aid, but it is also giving you a few tips and things to do in the meantime whilst you're waiting for that first aid. Now, what are the benefits of the Health A to Z? Sensitive issues, like Nick's just mentioned there, he's got a teenage son. There might be something, medically that you want getting checked out, but you maybe don't want to speak to your parents about it or go to the doctor straight away. So you'll be able to, check things up yourself and learn a bit more. Reassurance. Sometimes you could actually find that, appreciate that, by reading this, it's still not actually a doctor, but you can still get reassurance about either some treatment that you might have coming up or something that's, wrong with you. And saves time. Again, you can save so much time by using the Health A to Z.
Yeah, I think just to reiterate what you said, Dan, about especially for the younger generation, to make the app really applicable for them, it really is an encyclopedia of knowledge they can go to, rather than having to have an awkward conversation with a GP or their parents, say, for example, as well.
Exactly. thank you so much for listening, everyone. Does anyone, the chat box is open as well. Does anyone have any questions?
I think someone's typing, Dan.
I was typing there. Feel free if anyone wants to just pop a hand up as well. How's the app different from patient access? Great question, Richard. One of those questions that I guess is you know, going to dumbfound me whilst I'm sat here, because obviously I know the NHS app at the back of my hand, but don't know patient access so much. I guess all I can say is that, yeah, everything that we've got on the NHS app is all there for you to see. I presume that patient access, maybe just off the top of my head, may not have the big health A to Z on there. And does it also, I'm not sure if it would have the ability to manage your hospital appointments as well. But yeah, I would have to get that double checked. I'm more than happy to come back to you. Any more questions from anyone? So this is just our list of upcoming events. We run these lunch and learns around about every 3 weeks. We alternate those between our Healthwave Hub 101s, which some of you might already be aware of, and if not, we'll be promoting to you soon. And Nick will be popping in a link to that as well for you to be able to see. And on there, you'll see a number of our resources and collections to be able to share. The one that will link in perfectly to what we're doing today is the NHS App bite-sized videos. So those are some of the videos just going through some of the benefits and features again. You can share that collection far and wide. You don't have to be a registered member of the hub to receive it. But yeah, feel free to share those. And like I say, for those who don't know about our hub, in a few weeks we'll be running a session where I'll go into more details on that. And then just finally, again, there's a link and my email address. If you'd like any further training, any more information, then yeah, please don't hesitate to get in touch. And if there's no more questions, yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for listening. If you please fill in that feedback form that Nick popped in at the very start of the chat, I can just pop it in again. That'd be, yeah, really would appreciate that. Sorry, I'm just trying to do 2 things at once. There we go. And yeah, would really, yeah, appreciate just filling in that 30-second to 1 minute feedback form as well. So yeah, go and enjoy your ice lollies or whatever you need to yeah, cool yourself down. And thank you so much, especially on this hot day as well. Really appreciate you all joining today. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, everyone.